So I have some thoughts this morning. It's a very early morning here at IBM THINK about a session I saw yesterday on Watson Explorer, which is IBM's software for doing content analysis. And it got me thinking. They said something interesting in the session. They said that the content exploration capabilities essentially do the qualitative, the why did something happen, to quantitative analytics, what happened. And that got me thinking about the hierarchy of analytics. If you remember from a gajillion and a half different blog posts, the hierarchy of analytics is a 5-part structure. There is descriptive analytics, what happened, and this is Google Analytics, for example, or your email open rates and things. What happened? What was the number of things that happened? Diagnostic analytics, which is why did those things happen? And there are tools that are starting to explain the why a little bit in context, but I like the twist that IBM put on it, which is that the qualitative data, the reasons that somebody left their shopping cart, everything from surveys to, in this case, unstructured data analysis with their tool Watson Explorer. And it doesn't necessarily have to be anything really super sophisticated to start with. You could do a very, very simple parts of speech tagging and say, of all of the words that people left in their reviews online, how many of them have a generally negative connotation, like this thing sucks. And then there's the third layer, which is predictive, which is what I've been spending a lot of my own time on lately, which is what will happen based on cyclicality and seasonality of predictable human behaviors. The fourth layer is prescriptive, which is what should we do about it. And this is where machine learning will start to put together perspectives on potential outcomes, given here's an array of 16 or 17 different choices, and the likelihood that one of those is a better choice than not. And then the last layer is proactive, which is how do we automate it? How do we get a machine to do everything soup to nuts for an analytical problem of some kind? And what this got me thinking about was not only the 5 layers, but also the technologies that go with each of them, because in order to make the leap forward from wherever you are in the hierarchy of analytics, you need to have a technology base that goes with it. You also need processes, and you need human beings who have the training to do so. It's the old SAW, people, process, and technology. So descriptive analytics is pure quantitative. You can do a lot of the analysis in the built-in tools. So Google Analytics is a fine tool for doing that. There's IBM's Watson Analytics, which is more of a general purpose tool. There's specialty tools like Tableau. But honestly, you can do, I would say, like 95% of the analysis for your average business in an Excel spreadsheet, and that's okay. If you're getting the answers that you need to get to run your business well, Excel is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I know a lot of folks who are technology vendors like to crap on Excel and tell you how outdated it is, but what's never outdated is getting results. For diagnostic analytics, this is qualitative, so this can be things like surveys and focus groups and stuff. It can be, as IBM has mentioned, unstructured text mining to understand the words and the phrases and things that people use. And these are all tools, again, these are not new tools by any means. Text mining has been around for decades. It's just that the computational power to do it at scale and with additional insights from machine learning are relatively new. The third layer, predictive, is statistical technology. It is a lot of what our predictive algorithms are statistics. The algorithm that I use in my work at Brain Trust Insights is the ARIMA algorithm is decades old. But again, like the text mining stuff, it has been a really long time for the computing power to catch up with the ideas, with the ivory tower theories, which have largely proven right because they've had 50 years to develop them. Prescriptive technology requires machine learning in a lot of ways to really dig into and understand what to do next. It is built on the foundation of statistics, on the probability of this or that of these 16 choices, which is what are the probabilities any one choice is going to succeed for you. And so you do need to have some machine learning technology for that. And then proactive, how do we automate this thing soup to nuts, is very much one of those things that will be a deep learning problem to solve. By mapping technologies to each layer of the hierarchy of analytics, we get a sense of where we are and what our technology base is to support any one of these layers. So if we want prescriptive analytics, but we have no machine learning capabilities, in the absence of machines, we have to have people. We have to have well-trained people who have solid knowledge, solid processes, lots of experience and stuff, but it is very possible to do that. If we want to proactively do analytics and we don't have deep learning capabilities, then today we wouldn't use artificial intelligence, we would use natural intelligence, aka we would hire some people to do that for us. And again, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what technology you use as long as you get the result that works, as long as you get a positive ROI result. So if you hire an agency to do any of these steps, as long as you're still making more money than you're spending, there's no problem. I think one of the messages we have to be very careful of when we do all this stuff is not doing technology for technology's sake. Well, I do that because it's fun. It's a hobby for me. But in business, in your day-to-day running a business practically, not doing technology for technology's sake. Instead, doing technology for the benefit of the business. And if we find that something is negative ROI on the automation side, on the AI side, on the statistics side, but could be positive ROI on the human side, meaning you just hire somebody to do it for you, that's okay, because we want to make the money. We want to get the result. We want to deliver impact. So take this idea of this hierarchy of analytics and how it maps to each of these technologies and what they do, and use it as a way to benchmark where are you in the process, what's next for you, and what are the options that are available. Because if it's not artificial intelligence, it could be natural intelligence, as long as you get the result. So some early morning thoughts with just barely 1 cup of coffee from IBM Think. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the newsletter and to the YouTube channel. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.